All right, so this is journal week number 3 for MN669. So describe a significant event or patient interaction you have experienced anytime in your nursing career up to this week. I think the biggest ones have been my adolescents that are in a sex trafficking situation, specifically the ones that are part of the state custody. So describe or discuss the impact this had on you in terms of increasing your understanding of the PMHNP role, psychopathology, and or the patient-provider relationship, provider-patient relationship. So as far as the psychopathology of it, trauma is huge in kids. Not just kids, but anyone in general. This vulnerable population that are custody of the state, either because the parents are not involved or are semi-involved, usually come from a very bad and traumatic history. And so the relationship between the provider and the patient is establishing a rapport, establishing that an adult as a provider is there to help. We're not there to hurt them. That takes a long time to establish that. They're either A, very closed off, or B, they want to express as much as they can because they want to feel loved. So the biggest thing is being patient with this vulnerable population. Explore your personal strengths and limitations and their effect on the provider-patient relationship. So my personal strengths is that I'm a mother myself. I know that at this growing age, they have a lot of hormones. They're trying to find their identity. In the midst of all of that, they're in a traumatic or abusive relationship. So being patient, understanding that I'm there as a provider, not a mom, was really hard to do as a floor nurse for a while. Because you want to nurture them and you have to have that therapeutic relationship. And so I've learned to listen and have boundaries as a provider, them knowing that I'm there to hear them. What are their thoughts? What are their input? What is their outcome that they want? Although, being out there and doing as they please isn't going to be an option, but what options can we work together to accomplish is definitely a provider-patient relationship goal. Include reflection on your therapeutic use of self. At first, like I said, I wanted to play a mom role, and I had to step back and differentiate between mom and provider. Because, humanistically, you want to help people, especially these kids that are just so vulnerable, even if they're defiant, even though they're rude and mean and hateful at times, you know that it's coming from somewhere. You know that they're hurt, that they're defending themselves because it's the only way they know how. And so instead of, let me give you what you want for this, these are the boundaries, and when you're ready to talk, we can talk. And then I've used that at home, so it kind of worked out a little bit. And then your discussion should reflect your specific learning insights. So again, boundaries and establishing rapport and trust are the biggest ones. Identify something specific that you learned from reflecting on this event. Not bringing my personal self into work, and reminding myself that I'm there as a provider and I'm there to listen, and I'm there to incorporate them into their plan of care. Incorporate whoever their guardian is into the outcome, because I may want an outcome of no depression, no anxiety, and they might have other outcomes. So it's working together for a common ground. And then the biggest thing is learning to step away when it's time to step away. When something's really bothering me or triggering me, I need to, and I have learned to say, take a deep breath and remind myself that I am here to help them, that they are vulnerable, and not letting an emotion, because they can be, call you every name in the book and you want to say something back, and it's learning to say, no, I'm the provider here. I'm the adult here. And you're going to have your time to say and speak appropriately to me so that we can get where we need to get together. That will always be something that, whether an adult or a child, take a deep breath and remind myself why I'm there.